Hello, welcome to the stream today. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm so full of food from lunch. I'm I'm, I'm suffering from a food coma. Somebody please help me. I gotta I gotta figure out how to talk, and I've not been yapping today. I've not been yapping much today at all. I wasn't yapping much yesterday either. Oh fuck. That's the wrong source. There we go. Are y'all ready for some microbages? Cry pussy. Hi Daft. Good to see you. I hope you've been doing well. How's your day been? I hope you've had a good one. Fine. I mean, happy America Day or something. Just kind of my dad painted the porch. What color did he paint? What color did he paint it? Here, let's swap over to this, and I can oh fuck. I can attempt to yap and hang on. 4913, right? Yep, that's the password for the level I was on. You know, I don't give shit about the fourth. I don't think anybody really should, but is this my chromages or your chromages? What's up, Sean? Good to see you. I don't know what you mean by this. Wait, no, hang on. I've pieced it together. It's like the cheese. It's nachos or some shit. Because it's micromages. Yes. Not your chromages. We need more mages that are also crows, like the creature. Me, I'm a crow major. Sorry, I'm a dad. This is just my default setting. I completely understand. You gotta prep your kids for the wordplay. Same. Yeah, especially this year. I'm no tried and true patriot by any means. What I believe in is quite different than the actuality of this country. But we got sushi today. I said, you know what? What's the best way to celebrate America? Eat food from the people that have come here, regardless. Play the parachute video? Okay, hang on. I know I said... Let me go find it. This video fucks so hard. I rewatched it like 7 times last night just because it cracked me up so fucking much. Holy shit, top comment on this video. Let me read it out and then we'll watch it. If you're worried, don't. I checked before posting. A rodeo spokesperson told KCRA3 that the skydiver is doing well aside from a small cut over his lip and he will be jumping again this Friday evening. Holy shit. Okay, now let's actually watch it. Also, hi, Knife. Where's my web? There it is. This shit just... I'm glad that the guy's okay, but holy shit, just just catches on the tree and just right into the Coors Light tent. Okay, one more time. Flag swinging around, caught in the tree, and faceplant right into Coors. The ultimate combo. Oh. I gladly stand up. Oh, shit! Is he okay? Thank you for reminding me of that video, Daft. What a great piece of joy for this world. Said run it back, crash me into another tent. Absolutely. Pause it. It's just I don't think you could frame a scene in a movie better than that. I feel like Hot Rod did exactly that, and it just does not even have remotely the same kind of beauty to it. I'm sure it's a metaphor for something. Couldn't be anything. I don't know what else it would be, right? What does it mean? What does it mean to have a guy with an American flag crash into the Coors Light tent? Surely it must mean something. Want to combine those two videos you posted and have the guy crash in the White House and then it blows up? That would be a really funny fucking video. I'm sure I could piece something like that together. But I'm also not exactly a video editing master. If you've checked my YouTube, you can see just how much of a video editing master I am. Parentheses, not very. Me, I'm just a little clown. I have some skills somewhere. But yes, just and I stand up, crash, White House exploding. Me? Gone gaga. True. Daft has definitely gone gaga. Okay, well, great use of our fairy right there. Ooh. I just feel like I'm just kind of done with like the patriotism thing, you know? Like it's important to have people to celebrate things of note with, but we've been doing this Go America Oorah type shit for how long now? Forever? It's just it's too gauche. It's too much. I've been done with it. Yeah, I mean, especially if you have any relation to any of the many peoples that the American government has just completely fucked over in the last, 250 years. I was listening to a radio show last night where people were talking about the where they were talking about all of the different stuff that they've been removing from the national parks. And man, the amount of bullshit that this administration has been doing is just absolutely bonkers. Like, I know that most of the time you don't want to tune into Twitch TV and talk politics, but like, you being the general audiences, I just feel like it's important to discuss on a day such as this, especially. Okay, can we beat Mr. Santa? Oh, this is a different boss. We beat Mr. Santa last time. Okay, well. Not Mr. Santa this time. Instead, the knight. Not like that. Definitely not like that. How much HP does this bat have? More than the damage that I've been putting on it. Hang on, I need to change my shorts. They're too thick for how hot it is in the house today. Also, it's been a hot summer. It's been a really fucking hot summer. All right, that's better. Seeing the temps that they've been getting in like the EU, 40 degrees Celsius? That's crazy. I know that everybody online has been like, "Oh yeah, maybe they should just get AC." It's like, okay, well, they have buildings that aren't made for weather like this. They have an entirely different environment and a lot of older buildings that just that do not have that same kind of like capacity for AC. Also, like, HVAC is pretty cool, but also kind of whack, huh? A lot of the older buildings that just fuck. Yeah, you know, in the EU, you know, everything's hornier. Those damn French. Those damn French and their making their buildings with fat titties or whatever. They forgot to tick the box when making the building saying, "Do not make this building horny." They simply forgot. Sorry, I gotta concentrate here. But yeah, like, have you seen some... I saw a time-lapse of what the color of the country was. Like, just from satellite, just like the general... It's so much yellow right now. People are talking about it like, oh, just simply... I think buildings shouldn't be horny. I think buildings can be horny. Buildings should be allowed to be horny if they want. They get all hot and bothered, especially with this this sort of stuff. Anyways, in the time-lapse video that I watched, a lot of the comments were being like, okay, well, making fun of their buildings and like needing AC is such a first world problem type thing, but you're not thinking about the knock-on effects of this. If any crops die from this overheat, you know, we're gonna run into a serious societal issue. It's like people don't think that... I mean, most people don't think that far ahead in any capacity, but it's like people don't think ahead when it comes down to how everything is tied together. what's the Kamala Harris thing that she said that? No, not her laugh. You don't fall out of a coconut. You didn't just fall out of a coconut tree. Everything in this world is connected. Can we have a like? I'm no fan of her by any means. It's just as somebody who is more progressively aligned politically. But come on, guys. She's got some wisdom in there, even if she's a prosecutor. Everybody's favorite kind of lawyer. The kid that gets bullied in class and goes, you know what? What if I become a part of the police state? I love the police state. Like people don't think. I would say that that's the #1 issue in America. It's almost like No Child Left Behind left a lot of children behind. And a lot of parents were just as stupid in their own capacity. Would have been nice to have an adult in charge for 4 years. Yeah, an adult that isn't 80 years old. Having somebody that actually, you know, has to deal with the knock-on effects of their actions for the rest of their life. I mean, you know, the octogenarians also have to do that, but they have a lot less time to worry about that with, you know? Unless we somehow invent a miracle pill, but I don't think Mitch McConnell is making it. Sorry guys, I don't think Mitch McConnell is gonna be in the next Trump predecessor. Really boring of the writers to kill off such a piece of shit with a stroke. I was really hoping that somebody would beat him with a hose with jumper cable. Is jumper cables the Reddit one? My dad used to beat me with jumper cables type shit. I know there's also the broken arms copy pasta. Reddit really is just kind of a cesspool, huh? We got some, like, nothing against the freaks and weirdos, but we really got some freaks and weirdos there. We got a different breed of freak and weirdo. The antisocial, extremely antisocial freak and or weirdo. I mean, I have respect for being a freak and or a weirdo as some variation therein myself. It's, I have a certain amount of admiration for the freak and weirdo that just owns it. But most of the people on Reddit do not own it. Also, has anybody seen the girl dinner diaries and, like, boy dinner diaries stuff? You know, I trawl the front page pretty frequently on Reddit, but mostly because it's the news source aggregator that I'm most aware of. Even if half of the articles are like Daily Beast and other such nonsense. Fuck. Anyways, the girl dinner diaries and boy dinner diaries, as soon as I saw that boy dinner diaries was around, I was like, oh, we've jumped the shark on this. My toe. Impaled by the imps. But yeah, like, I know that everybody has to find a place to, like, vent, but every other story on either subreddit that gets big is, like, some shit of, like, I've caused a major issue in my life. What should I do about it? And every other comment's like, You didn't do anything wrong. You're a perfect little angel. Or immediately they go, wow, you're the worst person to ever exist. It's just boring. Ugh. I find the way that... Does the bat have more HP? Is that the deal? Or does it disappear instead? The Wizard Knight. But yeah, anytime I see that, it's like, okay, I understand that you gotta have a place to talk about your problems. But all of the problems on there are just like, they're either I've really fucked up my life, or I made a minor social faux pas and my life is ruined. People hate me because I'm a goofball. Oh, fuck. We were doing so well. Run it back, run it back. Oh no, I've spilled spaghetti out of my pockets for 6 hours. Run it back, yes. Can I hit it from here? How much more damage does the charged attack do versus the just spamming? I'm so curious. Also, I think if we beat Micro Mages, I'm going to play Doles and possibly Bloodborne today. Since I still have the setup and I don't want to start anything new yet. Next game is going to be Silksong, by the way. I've been meaning to play that one, and I would like to... experience it before the end of 2026. That's what I feel like when there's a bug in my house and it flies right into my eyeballs. Why choose my eyeballs, bugs? I think we'll probably play Groggery and fuck around with a different, the guy in the chair in this metaphor. Oh no, it has a face too, fuck! It's Dracula or something. What a silly boss this one is. This is just kiting the boss. Got it. I do understand how to kite in video games, fortunately. A freaky ghost face. A freaky ghost face, baby. 4-1, 2556. You get it? I understand freaky ghost bed. A freaky ghost bed, baby. Like, what is... Oh, okay. Big shortcuts right out the gate. There we go. Thank you, Noelle, for telling me about that mechanic. The extra boost from the jump, pretty good. Fuck. Game over. I'm so glad that we got through the 3- series, because I don't know if I had the mental bandwidth to deal with that. But yes, I think we'll go back to Groggery in Bloodborne today if this does get finished. And also probably Dulls. I like the Dulls. Hopefully, well, reset time is like 6, which is well, we can go. We'll see how I'm feeling at the 3 to 4 hour mark with the stream today. Why am I bothering with that? Oh good, we got the goats back. The goats are back in town. Oh my god, the ghost got me. Freaky ghost, baby. What do you guys think is the worst film that you've ever seen? What would you classify as the worst film that you've ever seen? Just in any metric, really. I gotta say, I think I was talking with Knife about this earlier, and this is why I'm bringing this up. I think After Earth is definitely up there for me. After Earth was just an absolute dog shit. Hi, Mitt. Hi, Karens. How are you doing today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you've been doing well. I hope that if you're American, you've enjoyed the day off or whatever you feel like doing. If not, you know, I hope it's been a good Saturday. Rubber, Megalopolis. Megalopolis was also really bad. Rubber also not good by any means. How do I get out of here? Okay, am I forced to... I'm about to eat shit. I'm about to die. No, no, please! I at least finished watching Rubber. Rubber is like, what the hell are they doing? What are they gonna... What's next up on the docket here? Like, how are they gonna make fun of me as an audience member next? I did enjoy yesterday off. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Everybody deserves a beautiful day off. Is this any of the other ones too? There we go. I was just on the wrong side. Megalopolis is definitely a terrible movie, though. I would classify Megalopolis in one of the worst movies I've ever seen camp. It still had, like, at least an intriguing visual style for the first 40 minutes, and then it just kind of, like, it became so normal, it was so hard, it was really hard to give a fuck about it. But I'm still gonna say After Earth. That movie, the only reason I watched all of it is because I was forced to. If I could have left watching that, I would have. Just an absolutely dog shit film. No redeeming elements to it. There's not a story to it that needs to be told. There is nothing going on. It just kind of exists. Which film? I missed something? After Earth. Starring Will and Jaden Smith. Right? Whatever, his son, I can't remember his fucking son's name. Realize, or some shit. Like, that's just being a teenager and having access to social media. Just talking about what's the worst movie you've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about After Earth. If anybody else has any other choices to posit here, please do. I can only speak to my experience and just how terrible that was. Worst movie, Melania. Did you see that? Hang on, that's a movie that people have actually watched? God damn it. My redneck family threw that on after a dinner. Really? Like, why? I can't see any reason why anybody would give a singular fuck about Melania Trump. Like, aside from the fact that she's a terrible person married to an even worse person. You know it's bad when she looks like the normal one. Damn it. Is it trying to censor redneck? So I'm trying to avoid insulting the thin-skinned. There are some terms that I'm like, okay, well, redneck is, I do not give a fuck about that. If you are a self-described redneck and can't handle another person calling you a redneck, then maybe you should have any amount of introspection there. But yes, how was Melania? Like, what do they even talk? What is that movie even really about? Because, I mean, how do you document this woman's life without talking at length about her husband and also Jeffrey Epstein? My less progressive family put it on and I watched it out of pure morbid fascination. I would never choose to put it on, but if somebody happened to put it on that I respected a decent amount and was like, look, it's bad, but you have to just take half a second and like understand that other people are watching this and what they may get out of it. Like, being a critic, you gotta, and I am a self-described critic. You do have to, even if it's bad, you gotta spend time with it. You gotta understand why somebody might be like, Melania, my little meow meow movie. It's my movie I put on every single day. Nothing. She was a nude model and then married a monster and then came to the US and abused her immigration system to get her parents here and had a child, and now she sucks on the international stage. Is that supposed to be like an empowering story for anybody? Like, there's nothing for other people to really get from that, right? Other than, like, if you want to be like, this is why we love America. We love America because the immigrants can move here and truly change their lives. You can be anybody in America, even married to the President of the United States. Also, the guy, be married to a guy who hates immigrants. It's just like, come on. Anybody can become anything here, and people I personally do not like do not apply. Yes. Like the market demo there, that would be an uplifting story if she was somebody I didn't fucking loathe. Like I try not to hate people too much, but she falls in that camp. Maybe one day you too can be a model that marries a piece of shit. True. Maybe you too could be a model. Maybe you too could be involved in the worst systems of the United States. And I'm not talking about immigration. Let's be real, come on. Let's not pretend that that's something that I would even propose, even jokingly. Me, I'm an equal opportunist. If I hate you, I don't hate you because of anything anything that you can't control. If you are a piece of shit, you can control that. Get it twisted. You can become a better person if you so try. Oh my god, I'm going to die to the big skeleton. Why am I bothered? Hang on. How am I supposed to get... Do I have to get past the goat? Anyways, Melania Trump, not somebody to look up to, like, ever? Unless you're a model, but even that... Do models have any good role models? Like, are there any people in the modeling industry that are, not terrible? Fuck. Yeah, Tyra Banks. Haven't gotten to watch this game since I've been at work, but just listen. It's cute. I like it. I think I'm happy that Micromage is a game that I'm playing through. It's one of those games that I feel like fully experiencing it will broaden my gaming horizons at least a little bit. Emma Chamberlain? I don't know who that is. Hang on, Emma Chamberlain. I will look that up. Also, hi, Abdarin. Good to see you. Model is an American influencer, podcaster, businesswoman, and model. Hang on, let's look at the Wikipedia page here. YouTube. She launched a YouTube channel. She's 25. She was born in 2001. Holy shit. Okay, well, she's an influencer, so I gotta say she's not necessarily a great great role model. Sure, there's plenty of nice models. It's just that people being terrible are like way more notable and shared. Absolutely true. Also, this is a joke, Abdarin. I'm not saying every influencer is a piece of shit, but you know, a good chunk of them tend to lose touch with the world. Some people pretend she's a victim, and yeah, her husband is awful and probably treats her like shit, but she actively chooses this. She could easily leave. Imagine how the left would welcome her with open arms, only because of how damaging it would be to Trump, not because she's good. That's the thing about the, like, democratic state currently. If she if she actually spoke out, I think people would be like, oh, well, you know, obviously she still sucks, but at least we can use her experiences as something to talk about and be like, why would anybody trust this guy? Like, she would have so much tea to spill. The other day, Mitch didn't know how much milk is. That's a really funny thing to use against me. But you're 100% correct. I do not know. Also, it was cream. It was heavy cream. Something I have not used for a meal, I think, in my adult life. And not because I'm beyond that, but just because I'm somebody that cooks with what they have, and like cream. I don't like cream / creamy stuff that much. She travels with her father, who is a painter I adore. Oh, okay. Hang on. Who's her father? She's not really an influencer. She posts travel vlogs. There's lots of hosting and modeling. She's in every way sort of like how old YouTube is. I think that's a good thing, generally. Old YouTube used to be more about, like... I mean, obviously you had... It's just become so much more notable. Or how many of the terrible people have become notable because they're willing to abuse any system. It's like... Yeah. This doesn't cook for themselves. They must have a probate. No, I'm a self-proclaimed chef. I cook at home at least once a week. And I say that because it's all meal prep. It's like one big ass pot that we end up eating through. It sounds like it's nice to watch. See, I'm reasonable. I'm down to earth. I understand how the world works, at least to some extent. I cook one meal a week for myself. Do I eat out? Yes. But, like, who doesn't? I just eat entirely locally. At least if I can help it. I'm very much a eat at the restaurants you like kind of person. And I make sure that my money stays in the local economy as much as possible. Even though, like, food... We live in a fucking desert, so food... Food is, It's gotta be imported. Send branded perpetual stew. Yeah. Described exactly how an innkeeper would cook. Old big ass pot. Yeah. It's just I'm one that likes to cook a big ol' meal. Is it here? Is it here? Do I have to do a tiny jump here? Okay, just for points, too. But yes, I definitely... I'm a perpetual stewer. I'm somebody that is always cooking similar meals. Just a big pot of whatever greens I thought looked good today. Is the floor... Nope, okay. I need to learn the trick here. And then... Ah, yes, I see. I think we should try and make perpetual stew at some point. I think that would be a delicious idea. I know I talked about it recently, but has anybody seen the Perpetual Stew person on YouTube? Or like roll for sandwich? That stuff is like... Not sure one should be trying it with an electric stove. No, you get... We use the pressure cooker as a crock pot, you know. I would not recommend anybody try to do that with a full-on stove. Fuck. Keeping the coils on for several days at a time. I'm sure that's great for the longevity of your stove. Then again, I am renting, so maybe, just maybe, I could get away with it. I'd also have to have my fan on the entire time. Oh my god. Who cares about longevity? Let's pour grease down the sinks too. Yeah. I'm just gonna get slightly heated up bacon fat and then just dump it right down the drain. I'm gonna go buy as much lard as I can for $25, and I'm just gonna dump all of that right down the drain. I don't know what's wrong with the sink, guys. I just cooked 7,000 pigs worth of bacon. I don't know what could have caused this issue. Why would anybody do this? Hang on, I think I've constructed a... I think you should lead the guy that pours a bunch of grease down his pipes, and then the plumber comes over and is like, hey, you really fucked up your pipes. He goes, no, I didn't. The fucking bacon fairy. Sorry, I was channeling my Alex Jones there. I was just cooking bacon, man. What's wrong with it? This is my house. It's my God-given right to pour bacon grease down my stove, into my stove if I want to. It's my God-given right to... Someone say Alex Jones sponsor fullycookedbacon.com. Oh fuck, I completely forgot about fullycookedbacon.com. Also, rip Bozo on Alex Jones and InfoWars. Very rarely have I ever been like, oh, thank God that these shit-ass companies, like, The Onion, The Onion being the one to acquire them. Tim Heidecker just absolutely destroying Alex Jones with satire. And Alex Jones has no way to reply because he's just like, oh, he's the devil. He's the devil. He's trying to impersonate me. He's trying to pretend to be me. It's like, dude, anything that you say, he's just gonna twist it. Like, there's a reason that the comedians are so... Like, you have to have any amount of wit and or intelligence to you to have, like, good comedy. Or, like, experiences that are funny, at least, but when you only are operating off of experiences and, like, vibes-based entertainment, I guess, is how I would describe it. When you're operating exclusively off of, like, vibes-based entertainment, you're obviously not gonna do well. And again, Alex Jones is also vibes-based entertainment. If you don't have good vibes, and your vibes are only about hatred and essentially making other people's lives worse, There's a reason you lose touch. You lose touch with everything. I'm not allowed to... Comedy is dead. What do you mean comedy's dead? No, your brand of comedy is dead and you're fully... You're adjusting from having to punch down. Like, of course... Of course you're gonna say comedy is dead when no one laughs at your bad jokes, because comedy changes with times. You have to adapt. It's the free market or some shit. Fuck. Okay, I was thinking I might have had enough room there, but that's not the way to go for sure. But yeah, I realized as I was saying it, being vibes-based entertainment and having bad vibes, like, that's entirely what Twitch streaming is. Exactly what I have been doing is just vibes-based entertainment. That's kind of been like my mental on it for a hot minute now too. Just completely spacing my own interpretation. We were so close. Let me take half a second and drink my water. But yeah, what else? What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, I went to a birthday party yesterday for some friends. It was more of just like a social get-together. But it's been a minute since I've been to one of those. I feel like having a get-together with no pretense other than spending time with people has been a rare event for me this last little bit. I used to be a very insular person. I didn't know how to really talk to people, and fun fact, that's a skill that you just improve at. The more you do. You don't become Leonardo da Vinci without, you know, breaking a couple of omelets. Breaking a couple of omelets. Without spending the time in the kitchen, you know? You know, to break said omelets. You don't become Gordon Ramsay overnight. Unless you suddenly do, in which case you're like a Freaky Friday type movie. Micro Penis Mages. Hi, Durka. Good to see you. Hope you've been doing well. I hope your family, friend, and everybody there is recovering nicely. Freaky Friday, more like Freak My Friday. You're freaking my Friday? So I haven't heard any updates. Well, I wish them the best, and I wish you the best. Who up freaking on a Friday? I mean, it's what? Afternoon? I would imagine most people are up around now. Oh, hi, Noel. Good to see you. I did beat 3-, the 3- series. It's like 31C in my office. I'm going insane. 31 is a little bit toasty for an office. Tower 3? Oh yes, Tower. It's 5:37 p.m. and my ass is still in bed. That's just the life of an actor, isn't it? Durka and Dakota Johnson living that same lifestyle. I have so much self-hatred. Durka, I believe in you. If nobody got you, come on over to twitch.tv/mitsend and I'll tell you that I love you. That's the way that I'm living. But the rest of you, did you try getting your ass up? Durka, I think you're a good guy. I hope you're kidding about the self-hatred stuff. I'm just playing like a goober. Fun fact, your dead body still interacts with the stage once you die. So if you're running towards a checkpoint and die, your dead body can slide in and get it before it respawns. Oh, that's good. That's something good to aim for. We've all been there. I've definitely spent when I drank a lot more, I certainly had days where I'd wake up at 3 and still be in bed at 5. But that was mostly being hungover as fuck. Now I don't do that much. And by much, I mean like at all. It's been so hot, I've not been hungry at all. Smell someone barbecuing, and now I must feast. I just love a barbecue. The taste of a freshly grilled item, whether that be like a veg or a... Whether that be a veg or a meat, just the charcoal experience, so good. And don't fucking Hank Hill me. Charcoal is better. You can taste the gas. And if I'm cooking on a barbecue, I want a little bit of that, like, smokiness anyways. I know everybody talks about gas stovetops being great, but I'm a gas stovetop hater as well. This game has so many little things that I love about it. It's got quality to it for sure. I love a game that says, you know what if we made something to the standards of this time? It's like oh, what is it? Limitations. It's like making stuff on VHS nowadays. No one's gonna have it. Can't taste the gas. You can taste the lack of flavor the charcoal grilling adds. That's true. Taste the meat, not the heat. In the wise words of Hank Hill. Charcoal is just way better. If I'm grilling, the extra little bits of flavor makes such a big difference. Especially like cook up some corn, cook up I'm mostly just thinking about street corn. I watched a video earlier this week about a sort of vegan elote salad bowl. It was so good looking. Threw some chickpeas in there. Some chickpeas and some avocado, along with a bunch of spices and like a little bit of a vegan mayo. Just good combo. Absolutely delicious. But yeah, burgers too. Really anything. Awesome elotes. Convenience of propane grill is unmatched. I'm sorry, the superior flavor doesn't make up for the pain in the ass. That's the only thing that propane has going for it, though. You are right about that, Durka. Being able to just be like, I'm gonna grill, and not having to do all of the setup is a significant portion of it. But if you're planning ahead with your meal at all, You just get your charcoal set up, and it's like, okay, well, I have 40 minutes to, like, read a book. I'll get it started, and then once the heat's up, I get to cook. The convenience factor of propane is nice, but again, if you think ahead at all, it's in that thought process is entirely. If I'm doing a barbecue for 10 or more people, I'll do it. Okay, there you go. If you're like, I got some meat in the fridge. I could go for a little bit of a grilled salmon, a grilled pork. Doesn't really matter the cut. I'm a pork enjoyer. I've yet to grill on a charcoal grill. I've done it a handful of times, but most of my life I've spent with propane, and every time charcoal has just been leagues better taste-wise. Kind of sad that I've never grilled anything before last year. Really? Was that a case of, like, Dad gets to grill? No, wait, it's your mom just hates the taste of grilled food, which is crazy. Did you tell them about the Findom tamale lady? I think I've talked about the tamale lady, but I'll say it again because I had to reflect on it and be like, damn, I got Findommed by the tamale lady. The tamale lady that, I mean, the food was so fucking good. I showed up at the side of her, she was selling tamales out of the back of her car, which is the best way to get tamales. And I rolled up with 20, and she says to me, it's 25, but this time I'll let you give me 20. Next time, though. Next time, 25. Met her yesterday. She's really nice. She's really nice. Everything about the experience, like, the tamales are fucking incredible. Like, sure, they're a little bit more expensive, but you're getting a delicious tamale, as well as an incredible crema. Incredible jalapeno crema. Was a tamale lady a hot tamale? I would say that she was quite attractive. Would I say that to her? No, because she's a working professional and doesn't need somebody like me being like, oh, ooga tamale lady attractive. I'm pretty sure she also had her husband in the car, or somebody in the car with her that was part of the safety net there. She is very attractive. It's not just me, okay? I'm not being a little freak. She is quite attractive. But I gotta be real, the tamales are... I'm in the tamales. I like girls too. Yeah, not... Women! Women! I'm gonna picture the interaction in my head. I needed to know if she was hot. I'm sorry. It's okay. She has a little banner that has a number, and it just says, I think it just says tamales on it, and has like a Mexican flag as the background. Oh my god. Women who are mean. She wasn't even mean. She was incredibly nice. She was just like, since I haven't seen you before, I guess you can have the first hit is cheaper. First tamale hit is cheaper. Also, Dirka, I was thinking about you earlier this week because I had somebody in the Twitch chat that I was talking about wanting to try and do voice acting of some kind, and I was like, I don't think I got the chops for acting generally. They were like, I don't know. So I was doing a bunch of research about headshots and the like, and I was just curious if you had any tips for somebody who has literally zero credentials for acting and how to try and do anything at all. First one's free, that's how they get you. It's true. I think once we get paid next week, I'm gonna do headshots. I'll tell you right now, you don't need headshots for voice work. That's true. But I was thinking, they were saying that you could probably do other work too. And I was like, you know what? Having a broad variety of things to do would probably be fine. But yeah, any basic tips would be appreciated. Just do shit for free, I assume. Be willing to hear no a lot. Network. Like, those are kind of the big ones that I'm aware of. You know if there's much film work where you live? Not a whole lot. There's a little bit, but there's not a lot. I think it's a lot more theater production. Regardless, I just think it would be neat. Mad they moved Sundance? Yes. If only Sundance were still here. If only. The biggest indie thing for film. And now it's in Boulder, Colorado. Which I cannot blame them for at all, because, like, Sundance being held in Park City generally, or the Park City region, very expensive for anybody wanting to go see anything. And also, doing it in the winter, kind of stinky. I've worked bar attending events for that. I think I worked one. My claim to fame is I once got to meet Hillary Clinton, and for her Hulu show back in like 2019, 2018. And she was kind of an asshole. Hi, WT. Good to see you. Advice to someone wanting to give acting a try is you better really want it. If it's something you think you would be a neat thing to try, it's not enough and will result in a lot of spinning your wheels and having nothing to show for it. If you're serious about it, then give it a shot. Okay. I appreciate that, Durka. I think I will give it a serious go. Maybe more serious once we're done with their 365-day stream challenge. If you have questions, hit me up. I will. Thank you, Durka. Much appreciated. I will be sure to. We'll say one thing. Charge shots deal 3 times damage but take longer to charge than firing 3 shots. Peak damage is higher but DPS is lower. Oh, okay. So mashing like I was is totally acceptable. Good to know. Getting through easy mode just mashing a good bit of good bit of info. It is surprisingly hot in here. I think I may need to redirect the fan a little bit. Also, we got some hot days this month. The UV index today was what, 10, right? AC is still turned up. I'll turn it down. Thank you. This is a day where I do need a little bit more on the cool temperatures. Much appreciated, Knife. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I'm gonna try and get headshots once we get paid, because we paid rent, and that kind of eats into the fun money, the do anything else with it money. Try to find some background work, simple as finding something shooting you nearby. Background takes little to no skill. At least see if you enjoy being on set. If you want to do theater, that's an entirely different field. I know theater is an entirely different field. I don't know if theater is something that I'm particularly interested in. Good friend, that I dated for a hot minute did a lot of theater work and like was very Shakespearean oriented. And let me just tell you, some of the stories that I got from them were very funny, but like I had zero interest in engaging with most of that. Do you have an in for theater stuff? Yeah, I think if I'm really desperate, I think a little bit of theater work would be good as well. But I don't know if I'm someone for a live crowd like that, I should say. That's not something I know anything about. Exposure therapy time too. That's true. I certainly have been doing a lot of live performance with these last streams, but I get like feeling the vibe of an audience versus speaking into a camera online. Very different things. Most can work in front of the camera in a room. Go have an entire conversation loud enough to be heard by neighbors in your driveway by yourself. Exactly. To put on the performing voice. To speak more from the chest. Like, there's no point for me to do that right now because I have my microphone literally right in front of me. What purpose would that serve? I don't need to do the theater voice. I don't need to do the orating voice right now. Have you ever done any acting? Nope! That's the thing. I think hang on. I have done a little bit. I did VO work for my girlfriend back when she was doing a computer science class and needed somebody to do voices. And that's like the only step I've really done. Speak from the chest, but make sure it's actually a chest and not a mimic. Yeah, you gotta slap the... If the chain is facing away, you're gonna have a good day. Chain toward, hit with sword. Ye old, Dark Souls mimic info. But no, I have literally zero experience in acting other than once for a student project. Done exactly one acting job that came with a SAG card. That was wild. Do tell on that experience, WT. To this day, I don't know what the movie was. Oh, okay. That's the best kind of job. One where you turn in the paycheck and go, ah, well. It paid the Michael Caine. The Michael Caine approach. Have you seen Jaws 3? No, I have not. But I do know how much... I do know the house that it bought. And that is a gorgeous house. What prompted the 365 stream thing? So my goal for it was... I wanted to see if I could make it 180 days. partially because it was like, okay, streaming, you have to accept that you're going to an empty room. You have to be able to learn how to yap by yourself. Learn how to make conversation. And also, we just bought we just been moving, and I was like, you know what? I want to go back. I want to stream again. I've been doing it off and on for, what, 10-ish years? But before, I had such a small self-concept and self-image that I couldn't handle the idea of reflecting in the mirror like that. So I wanted to hold myself accountable and say, I'm going to spend 180 days straight. I'm going to make sure to tune in, log on for, I'm just playing like garbage right now too. I can't even get past the first stage. Bit of a wall of a story, but I'll punch it up if you want. I would, sure, type that up. Anyways, the 180 days was my New Year's resolution of like looking myself in the mirror and going, you don't stay committed to stuff for long enough to see the results that you want. You have to actually, you have to do it if you want to see, you have to do it in order to see the change. So that's kind of it. That, and I also wanted to try and do live comedy at some point. I had two New Year's resolutions. 180 days of streaming, and then after that I was like, if I've done 180 days, I could definitely do 365. But yeah, I wanted to write a Type 5 as well. Just more, not necessarily even for anything other than I wanted to test my chops, see how well I could write. Makes sense. Thank you for understanding. Durko, what prompted you to try and get into acting? What's your story on that? I don't think I've ever heard it. I just love hearing the various quirks to people's lives, and I guess that's one of the other things that I really wanted from streaming too, was just like, I just want to accept that I'm here to learn other people and to talk about them primarily. It's all I've ever wanted to do. Entirely respectable. Some people just know. And I think you've done a great job of following that dream. I need to catch more of your acting myself, because I have not really watched The Boys, and you would give me pretty much the only reason to do so. I'll read that in just a moment. I'm going to die to this skull one more time. I mean, for most of my life, I have not known what I wanted to do. I felt like a leaf adrift. Alright, game over. I was on a consulting gig, and I tend to dress a little over the top, full-length coat, shirt, and tie. It's $10.99, so I gotta sell it, right? This matters because I'm told I often dress like an actor. But about lunchtime, I step outside of the Exchange Street building for a smoke break. I'm looking around the front of the building, and it looks like they're moving an entire convention. What's with all the people and cameras? Before I could register in my brain what was happening, a stagehand kind of grabs me by my shoulders and stains me on top of the tape in the ground, and then it hits me. When he walks inside, you just say, "Don't do that, man," and action. That's a... Say the line once they sort it out. They fucked up. The director wants that cut. that make me SAG official to use the Take With Me speaking. Some people do not have the sauce. And it sounds like that's a case of actually having the sauce. Here's my I was in a movie once story. Most people dream of being in movies. Or not necessarily most people, but I think a lot of people dream about being in a movie in some capacity. I feel like a lot of people do not get that opportunity. Just looked like I belonged and in costume. That's all you need. It's the confidence. It's the confidence, it's the everything else about it. The everything else being what kind of vibe do you exude? How comfortable in your body do you seem? Quite the story though. Thank you, WT. I appreciate you sharing that. To get to be a union member off of one take? You're living the dream there, baby. I'm not very confident with my jumps here. I just feel like I'm beefing it. Can we make it to the boss? Wasn't it all on purpose though? Instead of right on the building, stupid, no notice. There's one exit. Street was empty that morning. Just right place, right time. Maybe you should have hung a sign or something. Absolutely. I could just the amount of people. The amount of people alone should be enough to is not the sign that you think it is. Production people. I'm just gonna go the long way on that. With this jump, I'll take my shortcut opportunity. But yes, the tamale, to go back to the tamale lady a little bit, I just think it's important to support your local businesses, even if they don't have a building. Shop local and all that. You too could have a lady that sells tamales findom you. You just gotta open yourself up to the opportunities. I support my local drug dealer, does that count? Where are they sourcing their stuff from, though? Because that is important. That is important. You know, if you got a guy that just so happens to bring stuff in from everywhere else. I want that local region push or whatever. You definitely beaten us. You have demonstrated the skills. You just need mostly just small mistakes. Absolutely. That's my problem, is I'm rife with small mistakes. Do I just let this guy follow me for a second? Why am I trying to outrun the bubbles? I don't know, I'll have to ask them for their business perspective next time. Yeah, you know, where are you acquiring your cocaine? Where's my Utah Coca? My rant message is too long to send, apparently. Just have it and send it back to back, Durka. I would love to see what your rant is. I have no qualms with the paragraphs in this chat. Okay, I have one life and one extra hit. Is it enough to fight the final boss, the giant eyeball? Oh, this isn't even the boss. Or is this back-to-back? Will this be a back-to-back fight? Give me my score attack, please. 4-4, uh-oh. I'm not confident in this. I was expecting 4-3 to be the last one. What am I to do here? Also, I will read those messages in just a moment. I gotta try and lock in for the first time in my entire fucking life. The sweat, it's dripping. It's dripping down my forehead, metaphorically. This is it. Got it. Spare life, please? I'll take extra hits. Why am I letting that guy out? Why should I let this skeleton be free? I hate these fucking goats, too. There's 4 levels, remember? I know, that's the worst part. It's entirely of my own doing. Where do I think the... Can I get a spare life in one of these? No, but I can get another fairy. Okay, hang on. Let's read the Durka messages too. A lot of people want to be rich and famous. They say, I want to be an actor, but they have no idea how unlikely you are to be rich and famous, even as a successful actor. I'm a pretty successful actor, but I ain't rich and I ain't famous. I would say a lot of people do not understand what it takes to be, like, rich and famous in any profession, especially in any of the arts. But acting is, like, one of those that's, like, very high ceiling, but the floor, you're not making money. Don't blame them for not understanding, but it's frustrating for people to say they just want to be an actor. My response is always, well, what has kept you from trying all those years? I don't have a steady income or house, but I decided to bet on myself and forgo job security. Yeah, people do not understand that starving artist is with just about any of the arts. It doesn't matter if you're an actor or a musician, a painter. Like, we don't exactly have people with, oh, that's a lot faster than I thought. Oh, okay. Do it again. Like, the phrase, don't quit your day job, has been around forever. You know, one successful actor that was on that train for about 12 years before he headlined something. Yeah, it's... He's also dead, so don't fall in that pit. Also an important aspect there. Like, substances in the upper echelons of any field Pretty damning. You know what? I'm just gonna jump into the chainsaw wall. Give me the game over. Run it back with more lives again. But yes, not to diminish any of your own experiences with what I'd previously said, Durka, of course. There's just there's that part of me that goes, yeah, but what if? I gotta at least give it a try, right? Because obviously, like, you're putting in the work. You're going down the path that you desire, that you want, that you truly believe in. And I think betting on yourself is something that most people nowadays wouldn't necessarily have the confidence, the assuredness, and understanding the sacrifices that have to be made in these circumstances as well. What do you give up in the pursuit of a dream? I think that's an important question to ask yourself, depending on whatever your dream is. I get it, but you'll need to look into some acting classes, reputable ones. Have to put in a lot of work to get a reputable agent. Yes. Nothing will fall in my lap if I want to pursue this at all. If nothing else, it is a field that I understand you work for any amount of success that you want to achieve there. Can I get a... Nope. No goose this time. No goose this time. Very least you can begin to build a portfolio. Even if it sucks, it's useful to an agent to be able to find someone who will show up and schedule tomorrow because this just came up. Yeah. Like the availabilities and willingness to be like, okay, well, somebody has to be in the garbage, right? There's a reason that sorry, I'm trying to think of it. Timothée Chalamet doesn't just get cast in TV shit. Plenty of social work in there too. Oh yeah, like just having to learning how to network, air quotes network. I hate the term networking because it diminishes actually having like human relationships with anybody. It reduces them to, oh yes, this person has the potential to hook me up and that's it. And I hate the idea of using people for what they can give you. I want to develop actual positive relationships with people. Acting is not inborn. These teeth must be sharpened. This is the whole conversation loudly in the driveway thing. You have to be willing to truly put yourself out there. And I think if I have the things to say in front of me, I think I could do that. I think I definitely will need to improve my memorization abilities as well. Because that's definitely my weakest front currently. Do it all the time. My neighbors are likely supremely confident I've gone off my nut. I mean, you just say... All you need to do is say one thing, and that can be forgone. He never leaves. He walks around the property and he's back and forth conversations with no one for like an hour. I mean, if you were my neighbor, I'd be like, hey, at least he's interesting. At least he's got something going on in his life to prompt him to do such a thing. Oh my god, I'm dying to the bat boss. Can't be a great look. You know, neighbors, I feel like neighbors just kind of have to accept the quirks. Do I complain when my neighbor is banging loudly? And when I say banging, I mean like they are fucking loudly at 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I just go, well, it's fine. I was more mad about the jet flyby at 9. I was like, really, 9 a.m. on a Saturday, and we gotta do this shit? This is too early. This is too early to be flying around a goddamn jet. Waking up people that... 9 is still early in the morning, guys. I know the 6 a.m. wakers. You know, I'm not much of a morning person. I can make mornings work if necessary, but that is not my first choice. My nighttime routine is not like that. My nighttime routine is stay up until 1 a.m. because I have to maintain some sort of modicum of control in my existence, right? But yeah, I think neighbors... Generally, I would say that neighbors have to just kind of accept, like, oh, they're quirky the most. As long as you're not actively, like, malicious, I don't feel like I would care. But I'm relatively chill. I'm relatively chill. Used to live downtown, and my downstairs neighbor and his girlfriends would always knock one out at like 7 a.m. It was a routine as brushing their teeth. To be able to have a routine like that, if I did an alarm clock, incidentally I got over it. Hell, it even woke me up in time for work a couple of times when my phone died. To have a routine like that, all right, honey, it's 7 a.m. 7 a.m. I better get up. Yeah. I mean, you complain about it, but I feel like I feel like it would have at least some benefits. And for your 7 a.m. dick flattening, I just love the dick flattening jokes. Honey, wake up! New dick flecking? What the hell am I saying? Dick flattening technique just dropped. Do you think there would... Hang on, TikTok has like a subculture / community for everything, right? You think they got the TikTok dick flattening techniques? Like they got the grapefruit technique lady and everything? The fuck did you just say? Don't... Fleckening. Don't question it too hard. Sounds unpleasant? Like... Yeah, of course. Of course the dick flattening is unpleasant. Some people like that, though, for some reason. I'm not condoning... Again, without condoning nor condemning, I understand. You gotta get your rocks off. Is that something that would work for me? No. No, I'm... It's not like I'm... Oh my... I just gave up. I said, I don't know what to do with that bone. This is not a term that we just pulled out of thin air a few moments ago. No, this is online tech somewhere there. Could I tell you where? No, not a shot in hell. I'm gonna go ahead and not ruin... Go ahead and not look that one up and ruin my algorithm history forever. I think that's a good idea. It's just a... It's a shitty... I'm gonna jump in the saw. I'm gonna do it. Where's the first kill point here? Can I just jump into the fan? Word salad. Shake my head. WT scared of dick flattening? Absolutely. I can't believe that you would be afraid of dick flattening, something you've never heard about until now, and based off of the name alone would be, not the most pleasant. I mean, can you imagine getting your dick flattened? I would prefer not to, generally. Just need this thing to urinate now, okay? Yeah, you can... Have you ever pissed through a flat hose? Not giving me prostate cancer would be cool. Yeah, that would do it. Not having the thing give you terminal cancer would be great. Can still pee with a flat dick. This new thing, dick triangular prisming. I mean, you could. This is a question that science, I think, would have to ask. Do we need this? Do we need the triangular prism penis? The wide nozzle and power wash sim? Yeah. Literally painting my toilet with piss. If a lady friend, she can pee with no dick at all. Whoa! Women don't have tiny penises? Hang on. Women have big... Women have huge cocks. They do, they're just hidden. Kind of. Some of them do. It's true. I'm just gonna jump into the fan again. Correct. Look, I'm based. I'm trying to make a joke, and I'm based. I scream as I turn into a corn cob. I'm a woman with a small dick. We exist. Of course you do. Women of all types exist, and I respect every single one of them. I respect every single one of them, regardless of, well... I'll just say that it's the choices that you make that are important for whether or not I respect you. Like, are you generally a nice person? Pleasant to be around? Every single one? What about those in relationships? I respect those ones too. Women have, huh? Oh no, we're gonna have to go over the clips soon, aren't we? But yeah, I think women... What a hot topic. Women are neat, huh? The only woman I don't respect? Melania Trump. I'm turning clips off after this. No. The clips are genuine. They make me laugh, and I think that's worth it. That's the only one. I'm sure there are other women I don't I don't like or respect, but I'm trying to name women. Name women. I can't. Sorry. I have bad brain. Bad brain disorder. Name one woman. Obama's wife. Fuck. Me? I promise this is just me repeating somebody else's bit. This is not... I'm not A, clever enough, nor silly enough to just have that one off the cuff. Wow, you respect Margaret Thatcher? No, of course not. Why would I respect Margaret Thatcher? Anybody that has a time period named after them, or named because of them, called the Troubles, is obviously not a good person. Not somebody that I think you can have to particularly care about. I know. I'm also not a woman. I know you're not. I was confused why you would say yourself there. Named one woman, me. All the other women already had names, so I couldn't give them a name. True. The most based feminist of them all. Wordplay is really good. It's good. It's quality. Another killer option would have been Chaka Khan, because she's every woman. You know, I'm not that familiar with Chaka Khan. I assume that that's, there's some song-related stuff there. Call my gick wordplay the way it fits in your mouth. I feel like somebody has weaponized the Kiki Booba spectrum of words there. Because that just feels bad. There's no pleasant word, like, mouthfeel to saying that word. Needs work. Like, I'm fine with the audacity of it, but it just doesn't feel good. Only the word. I wouldn't really know any other. But hey, you know, I'm bisexual. Women, call me. Men, call me. Yeah, sure. What? Do I need to how do I need to defend my bisexuality? How do I need to defend something like that? I feel like I'm the one that gets to define that there. Oh no, I don't care about your bisexuality. Pistols at dawn, naturally? Yes. You dare insult my honor in such a fashion? With the jousting tournament? Okay. You can be turned on by all the bicycles you want. I'm bisexual pride. Thank you, Abdarin. I always appreciate any bi pride, but especially the one that you pay me 30 cents for. Love wins. Also, again, that's entirely a joke. It's just very funny to me to poke at the way that Twitch monetizes very small features. But yes, love wins. Every bisexual has to duel eventually. Might as well get it out of the way. I mean, bisexual on bisexual violence? I want to avoid that one, if possible. Are any of these, I don't know how to get to that chest, so I'm not gonna sweat it. Love wins, but only when capitalized on? True. Did you guys see that newest, I'm gonna say, like, publicity stunt with the Love Wins proposal on the New York Empire State Building? I thought that was interesting. Is there a phase 2? Don't let him escape. Use my magic. Oh no, there's another phase? Oh, fuck. This is kind of neat, though. We're in a bullet hell. I'm totally gonna beef it at least, like, 7 or 8 times on this one. I can feel it coming. I'm terrible at these. Yep, there it is. You're so close. I know, I know. I have to do both phases, don't I? Oh, thank God. And I get the fairy anyways. Okay, we should be able to do this then. Didn't especially find that stunt to be especially clever. I think, I'm dodging the wrong way for that. I think that this is a fine, like, final boss. I'm going to beef it at least 2 more times, aren't I? I'm just not very good at these hard as nails games, or the NES style, I should describe it as. Fuck. Didn't find. Oh, I thought you were talking about the game, WT. No, I thought it was like. It felt very much just like a publicity stunt with no real especially interesting aspects to it at all. Was not like, good message and all that, but I feel like this was done with more of the publicity in mind than actually trying to send a message. Actually trying to show the Love Wins ideas. Exactly, yeah. Like, things feel a little... Oh, fuck. Oh. Give me half a sec. I gotta recover for that mentally. Done solo climbs, and I was thinking, all I see is 2 trespassers with no anchors and no plan. This is profoundly stupid. Permission and gear, fine, go for it. I don't think you necessarily need the permission, but the gear, you should definitely be there. Crazy to see bastards climb things like that on a Tuesday to replace bulbs. Yeah, yeah. There are crazier bastards. Getting eyes on instead of saying something. Perfect way to describe that. Getting eyes on versus actually caring about anything other than yourself, really. It feels very, very vapid. certainly need permission to climb on top of a private building and an entire department of lawyers freaking the fuck out? Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying, if we're gonna, part of it. Now here's where I land on this. I think that the lack of permission is part of what makes for the best way to spread a message, because it says I'm willing to eat this lawful cost for the sake of for this message, or at least should, at least in my mind, it expresses the sentiment with a certain exclamation mark, bold underline. But also, when it's just like for a wedding, I'm just like, I don't really give a fuck, man. You die up there, they're gonna want paperwork? Oh, absolutely. I think doing it without permission generally puts you in the camp of like, maybe I'm just thinking of this with my more punk-ish mindset. I think many of the rules that we have are disrespectful and disingenuous to people that actually suffer, generally. Kind of miss climbing, but I don't anymore. Shame. I should probably also hit up a climbing gym. I have not been climbing since I was much, much younger and much, much smaller. The people that do it frequently are built just like absolute monsters, though. Like, not in the fashion of, steroid use, but like, just shows what kind of lithe muscle you can have and accomplish so much. Makes me playing Karen made me think of that for sure. I think once we finish up our 365 challenge, I will also be trying to hit the climbing gym and or regular gym frequently. Most climbers I know are built like stick bugs. They can hang on their own weight for 15 minutes. Yeah, like, fuck. I just think that the muscle that they have, you're like, that is all 100% functional muscle. You do not retain that kind of physique without sorry, I'm trying to realize what I'm saying. You don't maintain that kind of physique without a certain kind of dedication as well. High density, slow twitch muscle. Yeah. Your sister, she's really tall and spindly. She is built like a climber for sure. But she also takes her physique very seriously as well. When she was here, she was hitting up the hotel gym, to my knowledge, which I think is like, going to the gym on vacation too, still important. Most people tend to let that stuff go to the wayside, including myself. I've definitely had several, mostly it's illness that causes me to break my patterns. Being bulky doesn't help much in climbing. It's about strength to weight ratio. It doesn't matter if you're 2/3 the strength, if you're half the weight. Exactly. Like, you don't need a ton of muscle to... I mean, I was built like a climber as a kid, for sure. But just, I was wiry, as my parents would say. Part of that was because, like, if I'm doing physical activity, I shed my weight like crazy, but I have not been doing that a ton as of late. It's a middle point since there's still the base weight of your non-muscle parts. Yeah. It's not like you're gonna be, unless you're absolutely bonkers and don't give a fuck about your health, like, you're not changing your bone density anytime. You're not purposefully wearing down your bone density in order to be lighter for carrying around. That would just cause a lot of issues generally, in my mind. Unless you want to become a bird, you can become a true bird man. Bird man, woman, or whatever you choose to be. I don't give a fuck. To all the ladies and the fellas and the people who don't give a fuck, in the wise words of Fred Durst, I feel like Limp Bizkit gets laughed at a lot generally. I mean, it is a good punchline in my eyes. Most of Limp Bizkit is very easy to poke fun at. You can reduce the fat in your system. However, there's a limit to that before it negatively impacts your body's ability to function. Yeah, like, you have to have... Having fat is healthy. It's just the amount of fat that can actually cause a negative health benefit there. I was just talking to one of my buddies who was helping move yesterday, and he was talking about, or I asked him if he was still doing keto, because he's been doing that. He's lost a lot of weight on it, and he's looking really good, like, genuinely. The way that he's treating it, he's like, I'm doing this because I still have a lot of weight that I want to lose. And then once I finish with it, I'm going to I'm just going to work on eating better generally, because ketosis is not something that your body is made to do for long periods of time. Like, unless you have a physique or like a malady that would otherwise cause you to need to maintain the keto diet, it'd be difficult. Eating fat and having fat are not the same thing. The most fat gain you can do is sugars and alcohol. Absolutely. I fucking ballooned up for a hot minute when I first moved out because I had control over my diet, and we ate a whole lot of... We ate out a lot, and I was just beginning to drink alcohol. And I put on the pounds. I think I was 80 pounds heavier than I am now at my heaviest. But, like, you know, when you're living like that, you're not really thinking of the future to the same extent. You were out a lot? Lucky partner. I mean, we were just eating a lot of fast food. that relationship was not a very good relationship for a couple of reasons, but a sizable portion of them were just like personality mismatch and just trying to tank it for the sake of being in a relationship. You know, sometimes you gotta recognize where the call is coming from. And, you gotta acknowledge where you're at. My innuendo, I know. But, that was a relationship that I had with somebody who was asexual when my libido was probably at my highest, so... Just, it made things very bad. And I'll say bad in the case of, I just was always frustrated. So, that's just to my experience there. It made me reflect on the compatibility, what is necessary for compatibility. And also, like, don't just settle for whoever would put up with you. What I'm trying to say is there are good messages somewhere in the less positive experiences in life. I know a lot of people... I was talking to somebody yesterday who was like, you know, making fun of... Yesterday was a very social day for me, as you can tell. But they were making fun of the kind of people that are like, oh, liberals got hurt feelings type shit. And we've done it. We've done it. We've completed Micromages. Hopefully. And they were just talking about how those kinds of people are so insulated and don't ever try to grow. Princess, all for a dog. True ending. First try every time. Yeah, first try. First try, baby. Woo! Let's go home. The end. Can I put butt in? Princess, you were on a mission to save was your dog. I love that. The end. 15,000 points. Certainly not doing anything great on the score attack side, but that was Micromages. I hope everybody had fun. I did. I think it's quite good. Now I'm going to close it, and I'm going to figure out what we're going to do next. I'm going to go use the restroom really quick as well, since we're at the 2-hour mark just about perfectly. So, BRB. My mic was muted. Anyways, we're gonna play some Bloodborne for the rest of the stream because I just wanna. I feel like we got a little bit of momentum, and I want to smash some bosses with a wheel. So Bloodborne time. I liked Micromages quite a bit, by the way. Thank you, Noel, for adding that. It's not the right size. Oh, man. Oh, everything got fucked up. Why do I have 2 display captures? Hang on. Capture card? Is this the right one? This should work, right? What does your OBS look like? It's crazy. Don't... I've somehow managed to just completely fuck my scaling. Like here? Yeah, that should work. Goofy ass. It's a nightmare. It I don't know what to do with my capture or my OBS to make it better. I genuinely don't know. Maybe that's a question for some other people at some point. But right now, I'm prioritized on the streaming itself. The act of being here, we stay duct taping. The longest solution that you will have is a temporary fix. Goodbye, dog. We duct tape our solutions together until inevitably it falls apart. And when it does, we go, okay, well, how should we have done it in the first place? Well, what's the technique that people say works best? Showing up to the tutorial with the best ranked weapon in the game is pretty funny. Yep. Going, hi, buddy. Everything does still hit like a truck, too. Because New Game Plus, baby. I love Gorgery. And their big-ass, stupid-ass wheel. A true girl boss, in my mind. She knows what's up. The Cleric Beast. I think we also missed a little bit of NPC stuff last time too, so I want to see what we can do.
Not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider.
Welcome to Yharnam.
Must have had a fine time of it. Yharnam has a special way of treating guests.
I think we could run past most areas.
But I'm willing to help if there's anything that can
I think Bloodborne is pretty good about the runbacks. Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girl Boss, Wagon Wheel.
Whatever your reasons,
any girl boss knows that the Wagon Wheel is the way to go.
Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
But we also had to complete a side quest in order to get this, so I'll take my W. Now, honey, doll, my slug keeper, can I perhaps acquire some levels? I do kind of love the fit right now. The swag factor for all of the outfits for the characters in Bloodborne is just... This will probably be the last hurrah of Bloodborne, by the way, before we move it out to the living room. Or I might try and play Ghost of Tsushima at some point, but I can always come back for it. Ritual Blood. Gotta bring it out here so I can play it next? Absolutely, I do need to do that. The Burial Blade. The Trick Weapon. Saw the hunt as a dirge of farewell, wishing that his prey might rest in peace, never to awaken to another harrowing nightmare. Cat says it's my turn on the PS4. Don't worry, you can have the PS4. Holy Moonlight Sword, which... Sure. Give me that. Give me the bow blade too. Just buy all of them. Cost Parasite. I love that the Cost Parasite is just a giant fucking squid. You can play Tsushima if you want. It's fine. We can move the PS4 back and forth. Many other things to do. Haunted and tormented by my backlog. The backlog does grow. Every day does it grow. The Beast Hunter save. I think I already read everything, but I'm just reading over it again too, because I'm silly. Any new outfits? Gehrman's Hunter Cap? Oh, is this New Game Plus garb? Sure. Created before the workshop existed by making adjustments to everyday clothing, and later became the basis for all Hunter's garb. The Hunter's emphasis on engaging beasts with speed, and therefore selecting lightweight attire, no doubt traces back to Gehrman's own combat style. Wow. Killing the first guy after he loses his mind. Might try to stream some Micromages tomorrow, so if you want to see played at speed now that you've played it, there'll probably be an opportunity. Absolutely, I'll see if I can stop by. If timings align on me actually, like, being on Twitch and your stream, then I will be there. Sundays lately, I've been watching a lot of movies, or at least trying to fit a movie in. One movie a week, I think, is a good idea. Did I read the delayed cocktail? Special Hunter cocktail crafted by the old Oda workshop. These Molotovs wedge into the ground when thrown and explode on a time delay. Shame that such a complex gadget must be sacrificed with each use of this inefficient hunter's tool. Nevertheless, delayed Molotovs are cherished by the minority of hunters who prefer the trickier kill. Its creation is one of the earliest known roots of the powder kegs. Okay. Let's go level up once and probably buy a bunch more blood vials. So many different Chalice dungeon things that you get for New Game Plus too. Grey Wolf Cap, Maria Hunter Garb, and Gascoigne stuff. Hell, I'll watch it. I like seeing speedrunning. I love seeing speedrunning. It's just... I'm a goofy at... Can I beat you to death, Gearman?
Aha. You must be the new hunter.
Do I still have...
Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home. For now, you're sure to be in a fine...
Don't think too much. Okay. Just do... You're a hunter. Just do hunter things. Oh, I also get... I'll take the axe, because that's acceptable, and then I'll take another blunderbuss. An abandoned doll. Okay, so I can't do that. Never mind. I'll go dump all of my blood vials into... Or my points into blood vials. Think you can kill him, but it doesn't actually kill him, obviously. Yeah, I'm sure he's just like, well, I guess I'll go fuck off. It's so funny. Obviously, I have more than enough insight to see her. I think she only opens up after I come back. I think the first time has to have her be an abandoned doll. Hang on. We should look at how Maria's gear looks. Yargul black garb. Thick black pullover worn by the hunters of the unseen village. Hunters of Yargul answer to the village founders. School of Mensis, hunters in name only. These kidnappers blend in the night wearing this attire. Primarily designed to defend from physical attacks, and the binding of thick rope serves to protect its wearer and restrain its foes. Yeah, kind of just exclusively physical. I guess... We'll just wear Maria's fit, because it looks good. The swag factor is more important right now. Did I not get her pants? No, I did. I was gonna say. And... there she is. That's our girl. Stop sequence breaking, good hunter. Exactly. No sequence breaking. She's beautiful. She is. She's everybody's favorite girl. It's Groggery. I don't think I understand how to use its arcane form very much. I understand the big hits. She looks like the eagle from the Muppets. She kind of does. The eagle from Sesame Street. Wait, that's Big Bird. Wrong one. I would like to learn how to use the blood tinge or the extra arcane form. For the wheel, though.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I'll trot along.
Yep, everybody hates me. Yharnam, the most insular community of all time. What else is going on in this world outside of Yharnam? Because there's got to be other countries, right?
Away with you.
I want to see what's going on in any other country. Well, if this is the standard in Yharnam, there's mentions of other places. Like, obviously there's mentions and ideas to it, but like, is this just like the most fucked up area in the world and you happen to stumble into it and then you become a slug? Or leave? He came here for a reason? That's true. Our character came to get blood ministration. Which I guess made them ultra powerful. Just doing it once is enough to save you from whatever malady you may have suffered from. Damn, maybe I need to go to Yharnam. If I can go to the Hunter's Dream, then I'll get torn to shreds multiple times, I guess. If I have the infinite respawn mechanic, sure, I'll become a slug. The most powerful being of all time. These guys do be hitting hard. If you leave Yharnam, could you just be like, oh yeah, there are eldritch beings that exist in this world? That's the true Lovecraftian nature of it, huh? Like One Armor says, garb of a distant eastern land, worn by Yamamura the Wanderer. This eastern warrior pursued a beast for honorable revenge, but then became a hunter of the League. When he stared straight into impurity, it drove him mad. You know what they say? It's hit hard or shit hard. I don't think I've ever heard that one before. I don't think I've ever heard it hit hard or shit hard. That's certainly a new one for me. But I mean, is it entirely wrong? I don't think so. Quiet dog. I think we'll end up leveling Arcane more now that we're at 50 strength as well. Simply because it allows us to use some of the more interesting weapons. I know that I said I was interested in knowing what Blood Tinge did, but I don't feel like Blood Tinge is particularly strong.
You're a hunter, aren't you? Then, well, do you know of any safe places?
There's just nothing to do. Nothing to be done about it. Sorry, Grandma. No safe places yet. Anyways, I think I should look into more Lovecraft horror again. Because last time I truly indulged in it was me hanging out listening to the Wayne June reading of Mountains of Madness, and I was like, oh, I get it. I get it. This makes your visceral attacks better, and it makes your bullets hit harder. It can knock things down. Oh, it scales your viscerals? Oh, okay. I did not realize that that's what it was associated with, more than just making your bullets. Like, can knock things down. That's good. Might have more fun with Arcane, though. I know that Arcane gets a bunch of different tricks up their sleeves. We do have 15 Arcane. Hello.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you.
Hello.
Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength.
I'll become more powerful
You
than
will
the
have
world could
beasts.
ever imagine.
And I will be here for you, to embolden your sickly spirit. Very well,
You're embolden your sickly spirit. My spirit's all kinds of fucked up. I can embolden it by stealing
farewell, good hunter.
the
May you-
blood of experiences of other people. Embolden this. Hi, Bo. Nice wide boink. Can we get some wide boinks in chat? Yes, yes. I love to see the boinks. Hope everybody's been having a wide boink Saturday. I wish everybody a pleasant wide boink Saturday. Hello, every Nyan. Are we cat posting? But what have you been up to lately? I've not heard what's going on in the world of Bo in a hot minute. I hope you're doing well. I hope that the temps haven't been as insane as they have been. I know they've been very hot. They've certainly been hot out here. We also got fortunate enough to experience a little bit of rain before the insane July into August weather, before the hottest parts of the summer. The biggest hits. Hi, Cleric Beast. There we go. That's the first time I've gotten a visceral on Cleric Beast in a hot second. Getting big enough hits in. Let's also try and stay out of the corner here. We have a lot more room. A lot more room than that. Here it is. Does regular hammer mode also hit hard? Just big smacky mode? He's all kinds of fucked up. Blood everywhere. the swag factor of just running up to a big ass beast like this and hitting it with just the biggest fucking item you can hit it with, that you can reasonably swing around for more than 2 seconds. Still such a fun boss for demonstrating what you were in for during this game. Oh yeah, it's such a good opener boss. It really showcases what you need to get good at Bloodborne, which is get in, stagger, get viscerals, just accumulate damage while it swings wildly at you.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you did?
Give me another level up, please. We could just send it. We could go try and get the shortcut for Gearman. Or Gascoigne. Beasts all over the shop. I mean, everything I understand about this game is, like, 4 people really made it everybody else's problem. 4 people decided a couple of things, and it made this entire area and world all kinds of fucked up. Just like real life? Yeah, just like real life. What's the scaling on our whirligig? S also. Yes. In case we need something a little faster hitting. I like a strength weapon that does give more options. Wheel is just kind of like, how much destruction do you wish to wreak upon these people? Absolutely bricked. It completely flubbed my parry and just ate it. Oh, big stretch. Totally rock the boss, come back out, get jobbed by regular guy. Just like real life. I know that that's not in reply to that, but following that bit, I guess. Okay, now let's not fuck up and lose 40,000 souls. Take the heal. I also want to get Bloodborne. Not Bloodborne. Lies of P done. But I think I gotta wait until I play a different game than this for that. Test render I'm doing now should be the final test to verify everything is right. After that, I'm going to wait until Wednesday to start the full render. What are you rendering right now, Noel? Is it a longer form project? New stream background? Hell yeah. That's exciting. Always love to mix it up. Always love to be creating more and more in different ways. New and different ways. Get out of here, dogs. No more barking. This is a Bork-free zone. Wait, I just have this on... Why do I have the Moonlight Sword on personal effects? Yeah, I just think it's neat. It's the Holy Moonlight Sword, right? If it's the Holy Moonlight Sword, it should at least illuminate things for me, right? Maybe not from that way. Something to hold in your hands. Oh yeah, Whirligig Saw would also have been a good option against Flare Beast. But as I've said, the wheel just has such an audacity factor to it, you know? Hello, Eileen.
Oh. A hunter, are you?
A hunter.
And an outsider. What a mess you've been caught up in.
Test renders
And
at
tonight
360p,
of
so
all nights,
if they're a little faster, but each frame takes 40 seconds. It's 600 frames, so
to
about 8
welcome
hours.
you
Holy. Woman spotted. Woman
prepare
spotted!
yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
Okay, good to know.
Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts?
When will the woman get striped then?
No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little
When
different from the
were
beasts themselves.
stripes ever really like a particularly popular style? Particularly popular femme style? I don't know if there was... Are there eras defined by polka dots more than stripes? I wouldn't know. I'm not familiar. Perfect. The fact that the enemies in this area are only taking one hit is meaning to me perhaps the later areas will be a little bit more difficult. I did beef it against regular guys just a moment ago. Fully 1080p is estimated to be 100 hours, which is why I'm gonna let it run over the weekend. That is a long render. I know of several projects my friends did for 3D modeling stuff, and it was long form. Long form. Striped sweater is amazing, not gonna lie. The best time to wear a striped sweater is all of the time, as SpongeBob said. And I'm inclined to agree. I need to find some sweaters that I feel comfortable wearing, because sweaters do have they're a good look. There's a reason that they stuck around for so long in the fashion world. We love a sweater here. I'm a sweater respecter. Managed to make something that is both hard to denoise and slow to converge. That makes sense. A lot of overlap on big processing power. You know what? Let's swap to the big bonk stick for a moment. Maybe speed up a smidge. But it does look pretty good. That's good to hear.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool with heavens.
I'm getting rocked. There we go. As I suspected. Hang on, what's our 3-hit combo? Oh, the 4 is the thrust. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does every weapon have a 1, 2, 3, 4? Only a couple.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? Maybe it's where you look for my mum. Daddy never came
That
back from
smell?
the hunt, and she went
Are we
abandoned.
stanky?
But now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared. Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big.
All hunters are stanky. I mean, wearing this shit,
Oh, I
doing
mustn't forget.
stuff like swinging around
You've heard this music box.
a heavy ass.
It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he
Just a heavy ass weapon, club, leather, lots of movement, lots of cardio. That you're gonna be pretty stanky. Also, the smell of blood and gunpowder. The silver chin. What, you don't like her? Seeing her face scares me. There's a reason we usually keep her covered up. Here, let's find a different. Brador's testimony. Scalp of a horrible cleric beast, indicating the hunter Brador, a healing church assassin, had killed a compatriot. Afterward, he wore his ally's own scalp and hid himself away, deep below in a cell. The church provided him with a single soundless bell of death to ensure their secrets would be kept. Yeah, that tracks. Also, the cage. The enlarged head. What's the best? We'll just rock the Ardetto. Gotta have a little silly with it, right? She's very silver. Groggery has that the kind of complexion that could burn in an overcast scenario. Was drinking too much of that colloidal silver, you know? Wouldn't necessarily recommend saying the previous test render. Let's see it. Oh, that's fun. I can see why that would take forever to render out fully. That'll be a great background. The fact that you made it too adds that much more to the experience, right? All right, goopsters. Not quite full damage. Yeah, I'll click on that stream title. Thank you, Luigi. I appreciate that. There is nothing to celebrate today. It is in fact a Saturday, and I'll take that. Hope you've been having a good day though. I know that we have had a solid enough day in this household, or at least I have. We went and got sushi, and they gave us mochi. Unfortunately, I bought a lot of food, and Knife had good food that they could handle because tummy issues, and I feel like they did not have the the read on whatever is going on with our relationship down proper. I just felt like they were like, oh yeah, this motherfucker does not treat their spouse well. Saw a decked out car with a bunch of Antifa flags, so that's a plus. Went to the park to play Pogo for community day. Hell yeah. That sounds like a great way to spend your afternoon. No, they were like, why are you making your partner eat vegetables and watch you eat a whole ass tray of sushi, you weirdo? That's definitely the vibe that I got. And then at the end we got mochi and Knife couldn't even eat that because it's not vegan. Because it's ice cream. Like, if it were just mochi, I would have been a 100% in, but... Okay. Mistiming. The vibe was definitely that of them being like, wow, you can really order all of this stuff for yourself and your spouse can't have anything. I felt like they were looking at me like I was Caligula. Like I'm just fully... Someone needs to make coconut ice cream mochi stat. Oh, that would be so good. I love a coconut ice cream. Your Bloodborne looks fancy. Thank you, Luigi. Are you talking about the game or just what our character looks like? Because we got a little bit graphical fidelity. Thank you, PlayStation. Thank you, PlayStation 4, for actually looking fine. Playing this on the physical disc on a PlayStation. Something I'm appreciating the novelty while it one day becomes a dream. But also the PlayStation 4, like, games generally don't look that much better. Than this gen. Like, PlayStation 5 things look fine, but I did not feel like it as a console has really been pushed much beyond this. I'm just gonna go fight the boss. I'm gonna host a Palworld server if you like that game. That'll be fun. I don't have Palworld, and I don't think I've played it, and I don't know how much I'd care for it, but if I would be interested in participating in any other server for games if you run something like that, Luigi. Could be a fun time.
Beasts all over the shop.
Perhaps in the future. Perhaps. I would hope to be on the invite list. If anything comes up. Beasts all over the shop. Good luck, have fun. Thank you. Good luck with your endeavors today, Luigi. Father Gascoigne. Mr. Coined Gas.
What's that smell? The sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me.
He's finally become a beast himself.
God's sake.
I love making him fly because he decides to do a charge attack off with the wheel. Uh-oh. His goes through the street lamp, though. What a good soundtrack. Reminded me of this video. Sadly, it doesn't actually happen, but we can pretend. He's finally a beast. Well, time to kill yet another beast with the wheel. He gave up. He truly gave up on being a hunter. Gotta put him down. Gotta hunt down everybody else too. Okay, what's that video that you've linked, Knife? Why wearing the cone-shaped metal hat is a bad idea? Here, let me pull this up and... Why is the quality just absolutely terrible? This video does crack. Just the... Perfect. I remember that one. I think seeing the way that it bounces off of the physics is good. Sorry, Luigi, I have not set up a Discord command, but if you check out below the player, it is linked there. I can also... Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Much appreciated. The community... I finally gave up and said, okay, I guess I'll make a Discord. People can know the comings and goings that I do on stream and whatever else. Inevitably, when I upload another YouTube video, that could go somewhere there too. But that'll be a hot minute out, I think. Or it'll be my attempted sizzle reel. Let's go level up.
Welcome,
I didn't hear what you said. It'll probably either be an attempted sizzle reel or something else. Sheep Boy Raid. Thanks for popping by, Sheep Boy and friends. I hope y'all are doing well today.
Farewell, good hunt, mate.
What were you up to? Sheep Boy Raid, yes. I think I'm gonna use the brooch this time. Sheep Boy streams? I didn't know. I didn't even realize Sheep Boy streamed either. Hang on, let me give a follow to Sheep Boy. Give a shout out to Sheep Boy. Hey Godo, hi, thanks for coming in. Hi ADN, good to see you. Glad to catch a little bit of the rest of Resident Evil, and then what was the other game you were playing after that? But yes, glad to see that. Good to see you, Riley. Rare occasion that a Sheep Boy stream happened. Well, I'm glad to have been blessed by the Sheep Boy stream. Here, take your shout out too. I didn't spell that wrong, did I? No, that's definitely you. But more wide boinks, yes, wide boinks. I'm Russian, my English bad. Don't worry about it. I will not judge. I just may have to ask for clarification on what you're saying. because my ass is also not very good at English. But yeah, Sheep Boy, what were you up to? You never said what you were doing. I hope it was a good time. I did say? Oh, you did. Cave Story. It just got scrolled off. I'm so sorry, Sheep Boy. Cave Story Plus. That's my bad. Your first game? Like my first game? I'm not sure what you mean. No, but thank you, Sheep Boy. My brain is mush today. We're at 3 hours in my my Steam first playthrough of Bloodborne. No, this is not my first playthrough of Bloodborne. I played through it a handful of times, and it is it's a grand old time. You can't get the wheel this early, unfortunately. And baby, I love the wheel. Our goofy ass outfit. Just absolutely steamrolling every other enemy. Welcome to the chapel. One of the few cutscenes we get. Interesting. We're just doing New Game Plus because we already beat Micro Mages earlier today. And I was like, I want to play Silksong, but I want to start that tomorrow. The small amount you've heard of me, is my accent noticeable? I would say it's pretty minor.
Hmm? Oh, you must be...
Like, it's there,
Very sorry.
but it's very,
The
very
incense
subtle
must have masked your
comparatively.
scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know.
Yeah.
Since forever. But it won't end
Silksong,
nicely.
yes.
Always
We're gonna attempt to
Even
play
some
Silksong
folks
tomorrow.
hiding inside are going by it.
It's been many years since I've played through all of Hollow Knight,
The stench of blood,
and
the snarls of beasts. None of them's too uncommon now.
I think my skill may have deteriorated.
But if you spot anyone
But I
with
did
ill
play
wits
through
about
all
them,
of Nine Souls, which is
tell 'em
also
about this
extremely
here living
difficult.
chapel.
Maybe
It'll
I
be
can-
safe here. The incense wards
Maybe
off
I
the
can get
beasts.
good.
Spread the word. Tell them to come on over. If you wouldn't mind.
I think you'll be good. I think I'll be okay. At least that's what I'm hoping. That's what I tell myself. That's what I tell myself every time I start up a new game and I'm like, ah, yes. How do you play PlayStation and PC? Yes, I have a capture card and I have a PlayStation and I have a PC for the setup. But I would not be surprised if many Bloodborne players play on emulator, simply because that's, you know how easy it is to get an emulator set up compared to this shit? This stuff, whack. Except for the redacted area where you fight redacted. Yes. I'm sure there will be a significant portion of Silksong that will be very difficult. Need to speak more English. People used to assume I'm a native speaker back when I spoke more. I mean, it's a language is use it or lose it. At least in my experiences. So, practice, if you want to practice speaking aloud, is my suggestion. But then again, I also, like, barely know several phrases in French. I could probably not have a conversation. I could ask, like, where is the library? And that's about it. Okay, both of... I need to just parry you. I was in Okinawa by the time I had left. Conversational Japanese under my belt, now completely gone. Is it... Uh-oh. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much all I got. Hi, Brongo. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good day today. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Okay, anyways. Just having to check something. Chat audit. Yeah, I'm checking the chat. What do you from? I am from the United States. I live in Utah. Even as far as Salt Lake City. But what I do, I'm just imagine being from Utah. I mean, come on. Utah? Ugh. Very pretty state, but I can't wait to inevitably prove you aren't AI. He said he's from Russia. Dav, don't. Utah. Yep. Within 8 cities now, and I always come back. It's a very pretty place. Don't get mad at him. It's okay that I appreciate you being ready, but don't execute the poor guy. I'll allow it. He's just doing his job. He's just doing... I understand. We give Daft the respect, but we also gotta be able to say heal. Need those mountains. They're my compass without... I'm lost like a fool. Oh, absolutely. The ability to actually discern east from west immediately. I mean, aside from sun. It's definitely the compass. I gotta say, if you other people living in Utah, leave Salt Lake so that I can actually afford a house, please. I don't know if I can prove that I'm not AI, TBH. Don't sweat it too much. Hello, Amygdala. Can't tell my left from my right or my east from my west. I'm a Final Fantasy 14 Savage Raider. Yeah. Imagine being good at a video game. Could not be me. A VTuber I watched got L and R tattooed on her hands. That's such good tech. That's crazy. I can't imagine actually getting that tattoo. Or like I genuinely can't prove that I'm not an AI in Twitch chat. I would not be able to do that either. If somebody says, prove to me you're not AI. I think I just have to be like, okay, well, I guess I guess I will concede this argument. I will leave and not come back. I mean, that's how... Forget which way L faces? No, no. But the I would be right there. You have L and R right there, yeah.
Oh my, what a queer scent. But I'll take it over the stench of blood and beasts any day. What is it then? I'm off during hunts, and besides, wouldn't want to drag you down.
I would just want to free you, my lady.
I'm off during hunts, and besides.
Whatever's wrong with my brain that stops me from knowing directions also makes it so knowing which way doesn't help.
I'm off during.
Alright, well, I guess I'll progress story then. Oh, they got poison on their blades here too? I don't understand what most of the streamer is writing or saying, you asshole, so I use an online translator. Let's not be too ridiculous. Let's not continue to escalate, okay? Just simmer it down. Although he does deserve to be called an asshole a little bit. That's my job, though, okay? Yeah, calm down. Just... Let's keep it at a mild disagreement level. Sorry, I'm beefing. Why does the way L faces matter? If only one hand has L on it and the other... Sorry, I swore, but it's weird to call me that. No, I agree. The immediate accusation is also a bit out of pocket. But we'll just we're all people here, hopefully. If anybody else here is an AI, could you raise your hand? Modern English and all languages are so flawed, really? They absolutely are. The way to conveying speech, conveying proper emotions, difficult. CH should be its own letter. Why do we need to put two letters together to make another sound that neither letter makes? I don't think I know enough about linguistics to really... It's what's called a new letter. Again, I don't know enough about linguistics or like... Oh, that's my feed the cat alarm. That's not even right. One hand has L on it, the other has R. I mean, you gotta... You gotta understand, this is not an easy situation. Some letters that used to exist in English and don't anymore. Again, I don't have any place in here to posit an opinion. I don't know enough about this. Why was the TH sound? The old. Day old. Most of them. Latin Alphabet went through a ride. Latin Alphabet's been through a couple of different rides. I'm sure it'll continue to go through a wild ride. As everything eventually evolves. Old Yeller. Old Feller. The Old Feller. Ye wasn't pronounced ye, it's pronounced simply the. I know. No, not my insight. I need that. You jerk. I can't see shit. The Old Feller. Not my insight. No, he's slurping my brain juices out. Insight like D&D? Different kind of... Well, I guess... I feel like it's a pretty accurate description, generally. Ow. I would like my blood echoes back, please. Oh, good. More beasts, more problems. Ampersand used to be a letter. Did it really? I'm at a bit of a loss there. Sorry, I had to concentrate for a moment. Old Feller, can I perhaps offer you a walk? The old jaunt around. Do you like the new werewolf trailer, by the way? I don't think I've seen it. I'm not one for... Go ahead and link that. We'll go check it out. Ampersand. Sorry, I'm realizing that I don't know what I'm doing at all. I'm just kind of wandering around in the Cathedral Ward, going, ah yeah, things. Watchman of Bjergenworth guards the gates with the password, a sacred adage of the Grand Cathedral. Yeah. Whatever the fuck you mean by that, sir. Even though I definitely know what they mean. But I will click that link in just a moment. Let me go open up the gate. Get ye old shortcut. The old shortcut. I just like, you don't get to put out that Y sound very much. The yee. Ye dinosaur. Everybody's favorite random meme from 2015. When I was YouTube DJs, let's go. Oh boy. Also, I did explicitly ask for the first one at least. What do we got? werewolf official trailer, and the logic behind the pound at ampersand, and I don't know what the last one is called, actually. One second. Do we have enough to level up?
Welcome. What is very well.
Nope, not even really close.
Farewell. Good.
Can I get, can I pop writhes with filth? Found within filth and only seen by the League Confederates are proof of man's impurity. What do I... What can I even use vermin for? Hang on. Bloodborne vermin. Consumable. Crushing a vermin increases a player's rank in the League Covenant by 1. What is even the League? Oh, okay. Get the cane and the oath, and you get a helmet and a whistle if you get 5 of them. Completing Chalice dungeons as a Phantom, successful co-op reward, and a PvP reward. Oh, there's also 3. Okay, I see. And then also Impurity Rune? Oh, more max HP. Well, okay, that's really... If only the online for this game was accessible to me without paying a good chunk of cash. Covenant. Yeah, Covenant stuff. Let's look at Werewolf then, and also the sorry. Let's watch this trailer. Let's mute this just for a moment and see what Werewolf is. Director of Nosferatu. I have not seen the original Werewolf, so I don't know if I have much opinion.
Do not dread the darkness.
Okay.
Embrace it.
The Vavitch? I like this actor.
I heard of a raving beast that ravished this country.
Keep my husband safe from his cursedness.
Yeah, from his cursedness.
Thy soul is cursed. Thy kin are cursed.
This...
Thy world.
I don't know if this is a trailer for me. It feels...
is cursed.
Cursedness is acting up today. Absolutely. I don't know if this is going to be something that I go out of my way to experience. Why is it so gray? This is a bit too Larian. It's trying for something, at least. I'll give it that. It's certainly trying for something. I don't know what I could really give it, but a something out of 10. And I could see where it's coming from, where you're coming from on it being too Larian. It's a part of the modern artsy film trend happening. I think it's trying. I mean, I'm fine with it. The vibe from the trailer that I'm getting is not one that I particularly care for. Talking about it because the dialogue is going to be in Middle English. Well, that's interesting, at least. That's at least something of note. Director has been making movies that are all like in this style. What was it? He made The Mummy? Or another one like that? Sorry, I can't remember what I watched 3 seconds ago. It was not part of the... What did it say at the beginning? Robert Eggers. Director of Nosferatu. Nosferatu, that's the one. Made The Vivitch and The Lighthouse. I thought that The Vivitch, I know it's just The Witch. I thought that the Vivitch was just kind of a snooze fest.
Farewell, good. May you.
Like, I know that you're telling a story, but a lot of that I just did not find particularly interesting. I watched it and I hated it. I walked away from it being like, there's just too much nothing happening. But, I mean, people seem to like Nosferatu. The Vivitch also was well-regarded, though, too, so... What do I know? I think it... What's the Lighthouse regarded as? I think people generally like that one, but that's, like... part of the insanity of it, right? Good, I think. If Nosferatu is well liked and Lighthouse, like, you know, I can... Maybe I'm old enough now that I can sit down and watch The Witch and I can be like, wow, that sure is something. I don't know, though. I can't imagine that I'm going to be particularly... I don't think my opinion's gonna have changed that much. There's a difference between critic score and audience score. Audience score is usually about, like, how much fun did I have with this movie. And The Witch definitely is a movie that I walked away from being like, I did not have any fun with this. Like, as a piece of art, I have respect for it, but I don't give a fuck about... That's not what I wanted to log on to. It's just not what I was aiming for. Hi, Amygdala. Can I hit your hand? I won't worry about it. I watched it because I like horror movies, and I'm not sure that was one. No, it's more of a... Oh, no.
Oh,
The Witch is...
If you find any signs suckers, there's nothing.
The Witch is just a thriller at best and a slow burn at worst. Too much of a slow burn for my tastes, personally. But, you know, hey, different strokes for different folks. Am I the keenest on, Am I the keenest on every piece of media that I've consumed? No. Certainly not. Isn't there another shortcut I can take up around here? Not right here, that's for sure. Is it around here? I mean, I kind of want to just steamroll over Amelie here. At least if I'm capable of doing so. I'm sure there's more that I could explore and get my funny up, but I'll just throw down one more boss and then probably call it here. I'm running out of steam, but I've had a good time today. I hope you all have as well. Trying to stick around the 3.5-4 hour mark. Trying to push for 4 again, but I didn't eat during my break. Girl, are you okay? What are you What are you taking beast blood pellets? Are you praying to the beast blood? Embracing the true nature of the hunt? I know that she's one of the next bosses that you go to progress, but Vicar Amelia. Embrace beasthood for the first time. Give me enough time to get my stamina back, please. I should probably pop the Phantasm Shell too, huh? Just sneak in the extra little bits of damage. Even if she's not necessarily weak to the arcane nature of it. This is the soundtrack for all of Bloodborne is just so good. It really adds exactly the ambiance that you need for slaying a beast in a giant Gothic cathedral. Get my hands up in that skull. Sometimes you just gotta go down to the cathedral and scream. I know I'm always spending time at the cathedral screaming. Oh wow. We're really managing to do interrupts like this? I don't think we were getting quite in there like that. Smidge like matcha? I don't think I've had enough matcha to really say that I love it. But I'm open to the idea of it. I've not really had a huge opportunity to have more authentic matcha. I mean, I feel like I would enjoy it. There we go. We love the Whirligig Saw. At least I do. Light the lamp. Witness the dream. Or the past?
Master Willem, I've come to bid you farewell.
Oh, I know, I know. You think now to betray me.
No, but you will never listen. I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
Fear the old blood.
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood.
Whack ass
Our eyes
motherfuckers.
are yet to open.
Is this also the
Fear
same voice
the
actor for
old blood.
Mikolash? Is this is
I
not
must take
Mikolash,
my
right?
leave.
Just double checking.
By the gods, fear it, Lawrence.
By the gods, fear it. But yeah, I like tea, I like coffee well enough. I'm not the biggest fans of pretty much any of them. I'm a water drinker, but you know, mixing it up from the water a little bit. Always a good feeling. Ah, yes. I have the Blood Drunk Hunter. We could go fight New Game Plus bosses again,
Welcome
which I
home,
may
good
do.
Hunter. What is it you Very well.
Probably not right now, but I may do it at some point. Anyways, thank you everybody for the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did, and I appreciate you all being here. If you enjoyed the stream and you would like to see more of it, feel free to hit the follow button. Check out any of my other socials below. And yeah, we're probably gonna go raid somebody. Who should we raid? Let's see. Who do I have on my following list? Let's go say Durka popped into the chat, and I haven't rated Durka in a hot minute. Rated them one time in the last 30 days. Let's bump that number. Let's go say hi to Durka doing some doles. One of these other times I will certainly be raiding around, but I don't like to raid. I feel like I haven't raided Durka in a minute, so. And he also said hi and was giving advice, so. I like Durka. Good guy. Anyways, have a good rest of your day, everybody. And I hope you enjoy your Saturday, or whatever day it is for you. Goodbye, goodbye, mwah, mwah, goodbye.